Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, the Brooke Ashley, and today we are here to get into a few hot topics. I hope y'all had a great weekend. I know I did. I enjoyed myself. A lot was happening in these Bravo streets, and the way I could not wait to get in front of this camera and talk to you guys about it because I have so much to say. And y'all already know that we don't have a minute to spare. So as we all know, Bravo is currently filming season 9 of The Real Housewives of Potomac. And I know that we left off season 8 with a very sour taste in our mouths, especially me. I was just like, oh no, I can't continue to watch this show if it's going to be just like this. Like, I can't do it anymore. But it seems to me, Potomac saw what they're doing with Jersey right now, because we all know that Jersey is going to be a short season. They're only getting like 14 episodes. There's no cast trip, and Bravo just announced that there's no reunion. So with that going on in Jersey, I would not be surprised if Bravo said, Potomac, if y'all don't stop playing with us, we will have you guys just like Jersey, where we cut the season short, there is no reunion, and you might all be fired. Because baby, the way everybody seems to be on board, when I saw the pictures of Dr. Wendy celebrating her 40th birthday, and we see that everybody's in attendance, and her and Gizelle share a hug, I said, wait, what? Y'all, I was low-key gagged. I'm not gonna hold you. I just said, oh damn, they're not playing over at Bravo. Remember, when Wendy first joined the show in season 5, her and Gizelle were cool. They were friends, they liked each other, they got along really well. Then things really hit the fan in season 6 when Gizelle, for whatever reason, decided that she wanted to spread those rumors about Wendy and Eddie's marriage and how Eddie was allegedly cheating and had some side baby, and then tried to act like that was the real reason why Wendy got surgery to keep Eddie at home. And we all remember what happened from there. Wendy was livid, rightfully so, and she ended up reading Gizelle and Robin down when they were in Williamsburg. And then as a result of that, season 7 and this last season, Gizelle did not like Wendy at all, refused to talk to her, ignored her, laughed at her. So it's just been a hot mess. So seeing Gizelle and Wendy are in the same room together, Gizelle's actually celebrating Wendy's birthday. I'm like, yeah, a talk was had. And I'm not going to hold you guys. This might shock everybody, but gather around, listen to me closely. I'm actually here for it. And hold on to your hats. I'm going to explain why. When you're on a reality show, you're operating a bit different from real life, right? On these shows, the whole premise is if we get into it, we have to make up, because we can't watch people who don't want to talk to each other and resolve issues. I know I talk a lot about, oh, well, if they did that to me, I never talk to them again and I hold grudges. And yes, that's true. But if I were on a show, I would have to get over it and move on from things, because the show's just not going to work. And if Gizelle wants this show to go on and have a long run like OC and Beverly Hills, then she will do the right thing and just play nice. There's really no other choice, because if you do hold grudges on these shows, it's going to affect you and everybody, and it's going to result in you either being fired, the fans being turned off, or the show being canceled. And say what you want, but with inflation and job uncertainty, she has 3 girls in college, because remember, the twins just graduated. They're going off this fall. Baby, those are 3 college tuitions that she has to pay for. So make no mistake about it. She said, listen, let me get right. Let me change my attitude. Let's get this money. Let me stop playing. And let me go over here and say hi to Wendy. What's the point of holding on to this grudge? And also, Gizelle doesn't really have a leg to stand on being mad at Wendy in the first place. Wendy was being antagonized about getting surgery, and then the lies spread about Eddie cheating on her. So she had every right to go off on Gizelle and Robin. So Gizelle it was kind of silly of her in the first place to be angry at Wendy when Wendy had every right to clap back at her in season 6. And I saw folks getting mad at Wendy saying, oh, I can't believe Dr. Wendy, the way that Gizelle has treated her. And yes, you're right, but let's also not forget this. Dr. Wendy is also the same person who quickly forgave Mia after Mia assaulted her in season 7. So I'm like, if Dr. Wendy could forgive Mia for laying hands on her and humiliating her on national TV like that, throwing a drink in her face and then hitting her with her purse, if she forgave that, then I'm not really surprised that she's giving Gizelle a second chance too. And remember, a lot of the complaints about last season were all about how it's not right that Gizelle won't speak to Wendy. Well, now everybody's getting their wish. I'll take this over lies about people's marriages, lies about people's husbands, icing somebody out, trying to humiliate somebody, being rude to somebody for no reason. This is a lot better. I think that it's great that everybody seems to be working together to try and have a pleasant season. I also saw people saying, oh, I can't believe that Dr. Wendy invited Gizelle to the birthday party. Well, I'm actually not surprised because they've been filming now for a month and a half. They actually had one of their first cast trips a few weeks ago. I think it was in Charlotte, North Carolina. Don't quote me on it, but they did go on a cast trip. And I wouldn't be surprised if there was a sit down between Wendy and Gizelle on that trip. With all the changes happening at Bravo right now, I think that everybody's trying to get on the right page and just say, you know what, let's play the game for the check. I really believe that Robin being fired shook her to her core and she said, listen, I might be next. I might not see season 10 if I'm still beefing with Wendy. And I think with the viewer backlash, that Essence article, I do believe that puts some fear in her. And Bravo, like I said, probably did have a talking to with Gizelle, and she said, let me just fly right, let's end this beef, and let's just be good. And I'm not mad at it, because that's the only way that these shows can move forward. Like I said a few minutes ago, they're not fun to watch when everybody hates each other and nobody wants to just say, hey, I'm sorry, let's move on. And maybe the colorist comments have gotten to her as well. Who knows? But what I do know is that Gizelle is not stupid and she wants to save her job and continue with this check. So she said, me and Wendy are good. I also believe that Wendy never really wanted to beef with Gizelle in the first place. If you go back and watch episode 1 of season 7, when Karen hosted that new beginnings party, Wendy walks up to Gizelle to give her a hug, and Giselle's like, nope, I don't want to talk to you, like, get out of my face, we're not doing that. So it was clear that after season 6 ended, Wendy was still trying to be friends with Gizelle. So I believe that Wendy's actually happy that her and Gizelle are on good terms. I don't think that it's anything about Wendy being stupid or gullible or naive. I think that Wendy is aware that Gizelle is being strategic, but she doesn't really care about that, and I think that she is hoping that they can have a real friendship again. And one last point. I truly believe that Bravo needs to stop giving a lot of these housewives, especially the OGs, all of this power. I believe that if Bravo put their foot down years ago, a lot of these franchises would run a lot smoother. Because you have housewives who have been on since the beginning dictating how they're going to run the show, that's why a lot of these shows have become stagnant and stale. Hence why Jersey's going off the rails, because they act like it's Teresa's show, that she's running everything, and we see what's going on there. But I feel like if Bravo would put their foot down more often and let them know, hey, we're the boss, we call the shots, and you guys will make up and get along, things would run a whole lot better, and we wouldn't even have these seasons where there's so much division and so much strife. This person saying, well, I'm not going to film with her, and I hate her. Let's ice her out and get her kicked off the show. We wouldn't have that. Now, I know that a lot of us swore, including myself, that we would not be watching season 9, but since Gizelle and Wendy seem to be on a smoother path towards friendship, does this change things? Are you guys now interested in seeing how this happens? Like, let me know. I'm not gonna hold you guys. I might take a look at season 9. I know I said that I was done, but y'all, this reconciliation between them has definitely piqued my interest. I do want to see the sit-down conversation with Gizelle and Wendy, and I do want to see this party episode. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I'm going to always keep it real. Kenya Moore, come to the front because sis, we need to have a talk. What in the entire hell is going on? Y'all know I love Kenya down, but I am never going to sit up here and turn a blind eye when she acts up. Now, we all know that last Thursday, she had her Kenya Moore hair spa grand opening. Her castmates were there. The cameras were there filming. And some stuff went down between her and the newbie Brittany Eady. Now, Brittany Eady is self-made. She sells insurance. She's doing well, beautiful woman. And apparently her and Kenya have some beef. So Page 6 had reported this on Friday, June 7th. Kenya Moore shocks party attendees with posters of RHOA newcomer Brittany Eady allegedly performing oral sex. Things are heating up in Atlanta. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kenya Moore shocked party attendees at her Kenya Moore hair spa Thursday night with posters of series newcomer Brittany Eady allegedly performing oral sex. Page 6 can confirm. We're told Bravo cameras were rolling at the cast event where Moore, 53, decided to unveil the explicit images. The recipient of the alleged sexual act remains unclear. We're told Eady was not present for the display and that, contrary to reports, she did not subsequently threaten Moore with the gun. At no time was Kenya ever threatened with a weapon, nor was there a weapon present during the course of production. A source close to production exclusively tells Page 6. However, another insider claims that prior to the event, Eady made threats to Moore using the word gun, which made cast members feel uncomfortable. That insider also claims that the explicit photos in question are readily accessible online. We're told an investigation has been launched. Though we're told the poster incident was filmed, it's unclear whether it will air. However, those who were in attendance were horrified. I'm flabbergasted and floored. RHOA star Drew Sidora tweeted after the fact. Eric Robinson, a photographer who was on the scene, added in a since-deleted tweet, "I am still trying to recover myself. I couldn't even take a photo. My mouth fell to the floor and I am just in awe, like that was the most deadliest scene probably ever filmed on the franchise." So this is another article from Page 6. They broke this story on Saturday, June 8th. RHOA stars Kenya Moore, Brittany Eady react to explicit photos, alleged gun threat scandal, wrong is wrong. Kenya Moore and Brittany Eady are giving further insight into their side of the story after a feud involving an alleged gun threat and explicit photo scandal took place while filming Real Housewives of Atlanta. Believe none of what you hear and half of what you see. Moore, 53, wrote via her Instagram story on Friday. The truth always comes to light. She then added via X Saturday, "I would never engage in revenge porn. I have never distributed private images or footage of anyone, nor solicited images owned by others to use to threaten or blackmail. I have always been vindicated. I can't talk about story, even with people planting fake news. Hashtag Sweet 16. Eady, for her part, wrote via her Instagram story Friday, "It's never a good feeling being targeted or hazed by someone I thought would embrace me into a new circle that I never met." Page 6 confirmed Friday that Moore had shocked guests at her Kenya Moore hair spa party Thursday night by showcasing posters of her co-star performing oral sex. Eady also disputed ever making any such threats in her Instagram story post. "For the record, I've never once had possession of any weapons or threatened anyone ever," the RHOA newbie clarified. "I've never been to jail, in a fight, or even had as much as a speeding ticket. That's not my character." Eady then concluded, "I am hurt by the narrative that's being displayed. Wrong is wrong." It's unclear what sparked a feud between the two Bravo celebrities to begin with, but cameras have been rolling for season 16, capturing several of these interactions. It's unknown, however, whether the party where the risque images of Eady were shown will air. So Page Six dropped this article Sunday, June 9th. RHOA star Kenya Moore allegedly calls newbie Brittany Eady an escort in leaked audio. She charges $1,400. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kenya Moore allegedly called newbie Brittany Eady an escort and claimed she charges $1,400 for services in leaked audio. You a paid hoe. Brittany does escort. Moore allegedly said in audio that surfaced online. There's an IG that put her emails out on blast. She charges $1,400 for an appointment. You not only a hoe, you a cheap whore. The former Miss USA winner allegedly added, you on covers of magazines being a thought. You all of those things, okay? You over here on Snapchat, Yo Gotti was like, Snapchat me that, and you did. Page Six has reached out to both Moore and Eady for comment, but did not immediately hear back.
You are paying for all contact. Brittany does escort. There's an IG who put her emails out on there. She charges $1,400 for appointment. You not only a hoe, you are cheap. You are cheap. You all covers the magazines, being a star. You all covers the magazines. You all of those hoes. Okay? You over here on Snapchat. Your Gotti was like, Snapchat me that pussy, and you did.
So now that we've read all the articles, we know all the facts so far. Here's my stance on all of this. I am incredibly disappointed in Kenya because, Kenya, why would you do this at your place of business? We all know that you've worked your ass off getting to where you are now, and to jeopardize that to take some cheap shots at a newcomer.
No.
Kenya, you just put too much money into your brand to do this. You have too much to lose. You have a lot going for you. You have a beautiful daughter. Don't mess things up for yourself trying to engage in some cheap shots at somebody else. It's just not worth it. You have too much to lose. And I understand that you guys want to make a good show, but some stuff is just too far. But I really hate the fact that all this is being leaked while you guys are filming. Y'all are only 3 weeks into filming and we're already getting all this tea. Where are the days where everybody was quiet, where we didn't know anything? But now it seems like we all know what's going to happen before the trailer drops. Can we get back to the element of surprise and mystery, please? I love how the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City don't say a word. We had no idea about this whole Monica drama until the season aired. We were all shook, like, wait, what's about to happen? They did not say a word. Nobody said anything on social media. We had to watch the season. That's why season 4 was their best season to date, because we didn't know what to expect. But all these leaks on social media, I'm just like, damn, by the time the show airs, there's going to be no excitement. We're not going to care because we already know what happened. I wish you guys would just be quiet and stop talking so much. Honestly, Housewives needs to get back to their roots. Bring back the days when the drama wasn't as toxic, the shade wasn't as heavy, but this is just going too far with revenge people being threatened. Like, what's going on? Again, Kenya, you have too much to lose. Don't allow anybody to get you that angry where you risk your reputation, your brand, everything that you've worked for could all come crashing down because you decide that you want to just have a moment and snap. It's not worth it, mama. It's not. You've worked too hard. You've been on this show for too long. You've accomplished too much to go out like this. How do we recover from this? Because I can assure you, I do not want to watch another franchise where it's divided. People can't stand each other. We got rid of Marlo and her toxicity for a reason. We don't need to see a repeat with this kind of craziness coming on our screens. Between Potomac and Atlanta, I swear it's always something. But I do want to close out with letting y'all know I will be seated for the Real Housewives of Orange County. The trailer dropped this weekend, and when I tell y'all, I cannot wait. Orange County has always been one of my favorite franchises. They have always been severely underrated. They are those girls. The drama for the most part has always been fresh. They're going on 4 cast trips this year. I said, come through. Heather Dubrow is back. The girls are still trying to beef with her and hate on her. I said, you guys will not do my girl. This is a Heather Dubrow stan account, so it will not happen. But baby, when I tell y'all I'm excited, you have Shannon. Shannon is about to give us her best season yet. You have Alexis Bellino and her desperate self coming back as a friend of the show. We have the newbie. Tamra's back. Emily and Gina, unfortunately. But just know that I will be dragging Gina every chance I get.
And you're gonna always get it again and again and again.
Please, if you have not watched OC, I suggest that you guys binge them. It's a lot of seasons, but you could actually start around season 8 or season 9 and just go from there. But yeah, OC has always been that girl. This season is about to give. That trailer was everything, gave me life. So I will be there, and I hope you guys join me. But guys, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you all enjoy, and you already know what to do. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all later. Bye.